What I've done is cut these pieces for this little bit of mini wall. So when you cut these, important thing, make sure the ends are sprayed. Even if you've, I mean, this has already been sprayed, but where we've cut, obviously it hasn't been sprayed because I've just cut it. So make sure whatever you do, that your ends are sprayed. If you're having a house built and the workers are doing it, make sure they're spraying the ends of it cuts. It only takes a second, and it's a place where bacteria can get into your timber. So if you've just sprayed the ends, hey, guess what? That's not going to happen. The inside of these, so I'll put you down now and put this wall together. This isn't a long process, this wall was it's a doorway between the kitchen and the guest room. So not a big job. There's no diagonal bracing going in, it's just simply putting those 7 pieces in and bringing it into position. So I'll put you down. Well, I'm not sure how much of that was caught on camera, but that was quite a struggle to get that piece in, and the reason is simply put, I'll turn you around and show you. The reason was I didn't have my stoppers down here, and the reason I didn't have my stoppers down there is because, as you can see, there's a piece of timber runs this side and you just wouldn't have fitted in there, so I had to do it without. But I had these boards cut and these boards cut, which I used as a kind of swing point to get it in. But it was a struggle to get that up, and a struggle to keep it steady. I almost lost it for a second, it almost went down, but just managed to save it at the last moment. Morning YouTuber, I'll turn you around and show you what I've got planned. I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you a few things I have to do sort of after and before the raising of these walls. So first one is move some of that timber over there to make a nice platform here. Have you noticed these are not banged together, little gap? That's how they will be eventually, like that, to let air flow through. You've got so you can imagine you've got your insulation in the floor, then you've got your membrane, and then you've got these, so there's gap, so if any moisture does get in there, it's a chance to evaporate rather than rot the wood. So I like this system. The other system would be to put 200mm beams in, joists in, and then 20mm plywood on top of that, or whatever final finish is. For me, I prefer this wood beam system.